Why, hello lovelies, it's Tracy. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and chapter 17 of Rise of Bangtan. So I'm so excited to continue on this journey while we finish off this particular series. I'm so excited to finish this off with you guys. And very quickly, if you haven't joined the lovely family, please click the subscribe button. We'd love to have you, and the like button helps us out. And if you would like more exclusive content, I have so much over on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. We are watching currently In the Soup season 2 for BTS, so you can head on over there and watch that with us. Plus we have so much other content, so check it out and see if there's anything that you're interested. And let's just get into the next chapters. So we're going to be doing 2 more chapters and we're nearing the end. There's only 4, 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 more chapters, so we're very close. So let's keep going.
DNA 2017년 9월 18일 방탄소년단 슈가의 로그. 약 1시간 20분 뒤면 앨범이 공개된다. 사실 앨범이 공개되기 전에 많이 걱정을 많이 한다.
That's fair.
또 그렇고 이게 항상 이제 좋은 결과물, 좋은 음악을 들려드려야 된다는 부담감도 있고 설레는 것도 있고, 이번 앨범도 굉장히 공을 들여서 만들었기 때문에 뭐 수치와 뭐 판매량, 차트도 중요하겠지만 그것보다 더 중요한 게 많다고 생각을 한다. 음악을 시작을 했었을 때도 그렇게 생각을 했고, 2017년 9월 18일 슈가의 로그.
이 모든 건 우연이 아냐, 그냥 나의 느낌으로 온 세상이 어제와는 달라. 그냥 너의 기쁨으로 네가 날 불렀을 때 나는 너의 꽃으로 기다렸던 것처럼 우리 시리도록 펴. 어쩌면 우주의 섭리 그냥 그랬던 거야. You know I know. 너는 나는 너. 설레는 만큼 많이 두려워. 운명이 우릴 자꾸 질투했어. 오빠의 행복은 예정됐던 걸. Cause you love me and I love you. 넌 내 푸른 곰팡이, 날 구원해준 나의 천사, 나의 세상. 난 네 삼색 고양이, 널 만나러 온 Love me now, touch me now. Just let me love you. Just let me love you. 우주가 처음 생겨났을 때부터 모든 건 정해진 거였어. Just let me love you.
자, 일단 사진 촬영에 앞서서 우리 기자님들께 인사를 드리도록 하겠습니다. 네, 인사 부탁드리죠.
둘, 셋. 안녕하세요. 방탄소년단입니다. Love Yourself 하나씩 해주고요. 기승전결로 구성이 되어 있는데, 그래서 이제 Love Yourself 승활까지 첫 번째 앨범이 있는 거고요. 기승전결의 승이 되는 그런 앨범입니다. 하나의 분기점도 앨범이지 않을까, 그렇게 지금 생각을 하고 있는 그런 저희 앨범입니다.
자신을 사랑하지 못하면 절대 남도 사랑할 수가 없다.
선주원 양이 112만 2,946장.
This is gonna be interesting.
불타오르네.
BTS has now really come back. Armies all over the world, thank you for patiently waiting. So,
My God, that is thunder. It's so, like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's loud.
much.
여러분 안녕하십니까, 방탄소년단입니다. 저희가 몇 달 만에 컴백이죠?
봄날이 우리 2월이었나? 네, 안 길었네 이게 생각보다. 아, 진짜 바쁘게 살았는데. 그렇죠. 오늘 빌보드 가수의 무대를 보여드릴게요.
명시공이 월드스타가 됐는데
일어나세요. 아닙니다. 소중한 걸 잃어버리지 말아야 되는 타이밍인 것 같고 진짜 우리를 여기까지 이끌어준 게 뭔지 다시 한번 생각해야 되는 그런 때라고 생각합니다. 여러분들 안 계십니까? 당연하죠.
防弾少年団のファンが続々と入場してきました。元気に挨拶をして事前収録が始まりました。
밥 드셨습니까? 안 먹었어요?
미아미 여러분 뭐 먹고 싶어요?
뼈 닭발?
녹화 갈게요, 방탄소년단.
아, 진지하게 녹화를 가겠습니다.
もう K-POP アイドルとは言わせない正真正銘のワールドスターとなった防弾少年団が7ヶ月ぶりにカムバックです。
지민 씨 이번에 만나볼 컴백팀은 지진처럼 전 세계를 흔들고 있는 팀이죠.
바로 만나볼까요?
네, 안녕하세요. 아미.
오늘 기다려주셔서 정말 고맙고 정말 사랑합니다. 열심히 해요.
우리 만나볼 수학의 공식 종교의 일본 우주의 섭리
내게 주어진 운명의 신조. 너는 내 꿈의 출처. Take it. 너에게 내면 내 손. 정해진 숙명.
방금 들어온 속보를 말씀드리도록 하겠습니다. 예, 이 앨범이 빌보드 200 차트에서 7위를 기록했습니다. 저희 녹화 중에 들어온 따끈따끈한 소식.
마치 멤버들이 너무 좋아하고 있을 것 같아요.
My God, this choreography is so hard.
되게 막연하게 잘 됐으면 좋겠다라는 생각을 하긴 했었어요.
저희 위치가 10개월 만에 말도 안 되게 바뀐 것 같아요. 어디까지 가는 거지라는 생각을 되게 많이 하고 있어요.
운명을 찾아낸 우리니까
후회하지 마라 baby 영원히 함께니까 걱정하지 말라.
This was clearly not just any record, and BTS were most definitely not just any group.
韓国国内のみならずその実力は海外からも認められタイトル曲「DNA」はビルボードチャートトップ100にランクインしワールドスターとしての座を確立していっています。彼らの挑戦はまだ始まったばかり。これからどこまで成長していくのか期待が高まります。
둘, 셋. 감사합니다.
오늘 와주셔서 정말 고마워요.
감사했습니다.
That is so precious.
콘서트는 몇 주 정도 쉬었으니까 몸 상태가 굉장히 좋았어요.
막내 라인이 3시가 너무 하이 텐션이던데? 오늘 지민, 비, 정국?
뭔가 업돼 있는 상태에서도 항상 긴장을 해야 되는 그런 마인드를 좀 가졌으면 좋겠어요. 뭐 물론 잘 할 거라고 생각이 들지만 들어가기 전에 저희끼리 또 생각의 시간을 가지니까 그런 타임을 갖는 이유가 약간 좀 저희끼리 긴장을 하기 위해서 하는 이유도 있거든요.
아, 왜 과외 좀 해주면 안 되냐? 남준아 과외 좀 해주면 안 되냐? 호비가 나한테 뭐라는 줄 아냐? 뭐래? 스님이 랩하는 거 같대. 앞만 보고 달렸지 주위를 둘러볼 수 없지 이러면서 너는 생각은 가족의 자랑이 됐고 그냥 이렇게 그냥 툭툭 쳐요. 그냥 툭툭 쳐요. 툭툭 내뱉으라고 그냥 툭 쳐요. 그냥 악센트만 살려줘. 주위를 둘러볼 틈 없이 그쵸. 어느새 나는 가족의 자랑이
춤은 뭐 저는 분명 춤을 추면서 아 나는 제이홉같이 움직인다라고 생각을 하지만 막상 모니터링 딱 해보면 진이 춤을 추고 있더라고요. 굉장히 어렸을 때는 아버지를 존경했어서 아버지 따라서 그냥 회사원 그러다가 몸이 드라마를 보다가 어떤 한 분에 의해서 배우로 바뀌게 되고 빅히트에 캐스팅이 되고 나서는 또 이렇게 가수의 꿈을 갖게 되었죠.
믿는 게 아냐 이젠 보는 거야 할 수 있는 게 나 이것뿐이라서 머물고 싶어 더 꿈꾸고 싶어 그래도 말야 떠날 때가 됐는걸 Yeah, it's my truth
20살, 21살 연습생 되기 전까진 노래에 전혀 흥미가 없어서 노래를 전혀 안 부르고 있다가 21살, 뭐 20살 이때부터 노래를 시작하게 되었는데 재능이 그렇게 특출난 편은 아니지만 그래도 열심히 연습을 해서 조금씩 더 성장하는 모습을 많이 보여드리려고 노력을 하고 있어요.
Maybe I can never fly
콘서트로 인해서 제일 성장한 사람이 묻고 싶다면 저는 진영일 것 같아요.
저도 진영이 라이브적으로 뭔가 많이 는 것 같아요.
다들 엄청 늘고 다들 너무 좋아졌는데 진영이 눈에 띄게 많이 늘지 않나 싶더라고요.
공연을 하면 할수록 느는 거니까 솔직히 정말 좋은 모습만 보여드리고 싶어요.
이 어둠 속을 그냥 걷고 또 가고 있어 행복했던 시간들이 내게 물었어 너 정말 괜찮은 거냐고 난 대답했어 아니 나는 너무 무서워 그래도 6송이 꽃을 손에 꼭 쥐고 난 걷고 있을 뿐이라고 But it's not fake It's not fake 그래도 발버둥치고 싶어
저는 그런 사람을 진짜 처음 봤어요. 정말 여유롭고 본인의 어떻게 보면 주관이 굉장히 확실하고 진영을 보면서 생각 굉장히 많이 바꿨어요.
우리 진 씨는 방탄소년단에서 이게 1이다. 얼굴 앤 아재 개그.
여러분 세상에서 제일 슬픈 채소가 뭔지 아십니까? 우와!
항상 나도 밝고 가볍고 정말 이런 모습만 보여주지만 나도 굉장히 자주 노력하고 있는 거야. 남들한테 내 밝은 모습 보여주려고.
행복해지는 게 꿈이에요. 남들처럼 막 어떤 게 되고 싶다 막 이런 꿈이 아니라 그냥 되게 추상적으로 행복해지는 게 꿈인데
꼭 정말 더 많이 노력을 해서 절대로 실망시키지 않는 방탄의 맏형 진이 될 테니까 더 지켜봐 주셨으면 좋겠다.
저기 저 꽃잎들처럼 날개 단 것처럼 흔한데 그래도 손 뻗고 싶어 달려보고 싶어 조금
뭐 빌보드 1위에 오르고 싶다. 굉장히 큰 공연장에서 공연을 하고 싶다. 뭐 이것도 저의 꿈에 속해 있는 거지만 그것보다 조금 더 이렇게 개인적으로 가자면 이 친구들과 정말 오랫동안 좋은 공연을 하는 게 꿈이에요. 점점 더 좋은 모습을 보여드릴 겁니다.
Why did Jin have to hit me in the feels like that? Oh my god. His voice is... His voice is one that is so... The only word I can think to describe his vocals right now is honest. The way he sings, you could tell he sings from deep within his soul, and he's able to sing like that through his hard work and determination. Like, that is something that I really feel from Jin, that he is someone who always tries to make others happy and be someone who everyone loves to be around. But at the same time, he is so hardworking and doesn't want his shortcomings to affect others around him. He works so hard, and he works hard because he wants to keep performing with his best friends. The fact that that's his dream, it's not to be, the best. It's not to be in bigger stadiums and to sell more albums and all these other things. It's just to keep performing with his friends. And I feel like that purity and that just shining light that is Jin is so heartwarming. And I said this on the most recent episode of In the Soup while watching that I'm pretty sure Jin has become my bias, because he is literally so funny and just someone who he's not even trying to entertain you, but he just is so funny. The things that he just comes out of his mouth is so effortlessly funny. And in season 1, when he, I still think about this moment very often and it makes me laugh, is when he's trying to fish in the soup. And he thinks he's reeling in a catch, but actually the hook got stuck underneath the boat of the cameraman. So he's reeling in his fishing rod, and his whole boat is moving towards the other boat. I think about it so often, and it's so funny that I really feel like just his childlike purity of him just being Jin and just doing what he wants to do is so rare, and it is so beautiful, and I really appreciate him and his hard work and his talent and vocals and personality, and it's something that really has struck a chord with me. So yeah.
안녕하십니까. 안녕하세요, 빅즈. 안녕하십니까. 빌보드 가수께서 PTR 시간도 주시고. 빌보드 이후로 처음이지. 그러네요. 와.
그 무엇을 상상해도 대박이야. AMA를 거의 우리가 한 90% 정도는 따낸 것 같고.
진짜 장난 안 와요.
거의 확실하게 퍼포먼스를 보낼 수 있을 것 같아서.
와, 진짜요? 와, 쩐다. 영어가 먼저인 것 같은데.
맞아. 근데 여기에 하나만 더 얘기를 하고 싶은 게, 행복할 방법을 좀 찾아봐야 되지 않을까. 그러니까 이제 나는 니네가 이런 식으로 계속 살면 너무 불행해질 것 같아.
He is so thoughtful.
음악이 행복해서 시작했던 것뿐인데. 그렇죠.
맞아요. 저도 그 얘기 했었어요.
맞아요.
행복해져야 한다.
많은 이들이 우리의 음악을 들으며 행복해하고 위로를 받고 있는데 무엇보다 우리가 행복하지 않다면 우리의 메시지는 거짓이 될 테니.
안녕하십니까. 좋은 아침입니다. 미국 가기 딱 좋은 날씨네요.
The biggest pressure for
그래서
an
제가 드디어
artist.
AMA를 하는데요. 사실상 저희의 첫 미국 데뷔.
저희가 가서 잘 하고 오도록 하겠습니다. 형님 화이팅 한번 해주시죠, 여러분.
자, 하나, 둘, 셋. 화이팅! 정확히 주먹으로 정확히 제 얼굴을 가렸어요.
K-pop groups talk a lot about the love they get from fans, and for good reason. The devotion of K-pop fans is legendary. There have been rabid K-pop fans in the US for years, and a handful of K-pop bands that have tried but largely failed to gain a foothold in the US market.
Our next guests are a very popular group from South Korea, Girls' Generation.
Hi, we are the Wonder Girls.
Wonder Girls, and you're opening for the Jonas Brothers. Best of luck to the Wonder Girls.
So if you can put 17, 18,000 fans in an arena to see your music, maybe you can sell 17, 18,000 singles, not so much.
So the question is, will the success of BTS finally drive the genre into the American mainstream?
로스앤젤레스의 한 스튜디오. 공연장
I just had a thought. Correct me if maybe I might be on the wrong wavelength or if you have statistics to back it up or anything like that, but I just had a thought that I feel like other groups, specifically girl groups in this time or before that, didn't make it as big in the US or the Western market is because, not for any one particular group, I feel like as the genre of girl group as a whole, because I feel like the industry had created such a roadblock back then in terms of artists being themselves, still nowadays, but to the extent where they even more had to be less personable and more just perfect. They had to be this cutesy or sexy femme fatale person who, you know, didn't really allow their own personalities to show through. They had to be the concept's personality. Whereas I feel like with BTS, because of the vlog culture that was forming back then and the social media, they got to showcase their own personalities a lot more. And it wasn't just their visuals that captured audiences, it was their personalities themselves. And I feel like that is what helped propel them to surpassing where their sunbaes couldn't in the US or in Western markets, because they were either marketed as the pretty one, the fierce one, like it was almost like the Spice Girls, but you know how they all had their own distinct personality that was marketed for them. You know, I feel like that was really the feeling I had when I listened to girl groups back then. It was very much this curated personality for them, and they just had to be a doll and really just mimic what they are being told and not show any sort of real emotion or personality behind what they were told to do. And that is just sort of what I feel like how they had a downfall, because they were just this. Like, that's what when I think about 90s boy groups, I feel like that's the same feeling I get when I think of girl groups that then tried to break into Western media. It's that it's just a boy group or it's just a girl group. Like, they were just there. They weren't really impactful in their own personalities because they weren't allowed to be. And they were so micromanaged in that way, you know, where they couldn't be themselves. And I feel like that might be one major reason why it didn't really work with them. But let me know what your own experiences are with that, because I was still quite young at the time, and in Australia K-pop wasn't as big as what it was in the US at the same time. So it's a whole different regional thing, but that was probably one of the main things I can think of one big difference, if it's not just music-wise or performance expertise, is that aspect of personalities and being individual and being real.
전 방탄소년단의 춤 연습이 한창이다. 두어 번의 연습만으로도 녹초가 될 만큼 이들의 춤은 격렬하고 어렵다.
팬 여러분들이 다 이렇게 열심히 응원해 주신 덕분에 저희가 이렇게 큰 시상식에 와서 무대도 하고 또 쇼 프로그램도 나가서 이렇게 저희의 모습도 보여드리고, 정말 저는 행복한 인생을 살고 있는 것 같습니다. 주위에 좋은 사람들과 같이 일하면서 많은 응원을 받고 많은 사랑을 받고 있다는 게 저는 정말 행복한 라이프를 살고 있어요. 또 세계 각지에 있는 우리 팬 여러분들이 이렇게 응원을 해주시니까 또 더 힘 얻어서 파이팅 할게요. 네. 안녕, 잘 자요. 그리고 파이팅. 기대됩니다. AMA 보십시오. 저희가 이곳에 왔어요.
네, 무대 가기 전에 칼리드 지나가다 잠깐 인사.
칼리드 인사 왔답니다.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Are you guys excited? Yeah. So excited. What's up, man? I'm so excited to see you guys perform.
Thank you for having us here. Yes.
이렇게 될 거 아니야.
예? Yes. 이렇게 하면 되죠. I can't believe we're going to be at the AMA. So now we're here.
바로 호비 들어오지.
바로 호비. 제가 마무리할게요. 제가
Our fans was us here. Thank you.
Wow, and we want to make new fans in here.
Wow.
Wow. 저 마무리. Thank you for having us. We will show you everything today.
Oh.
Yeah. 이거를 11번 할 거예요.
wow. 벌써.
Oh yeah.
벌써.
How nerve-wracking.
근데 중요한 거는 내가 누군지도 모르는데 내가 내리면 좀 그래.
아니야.
나 이런 거 너무 무서워해.
아니야. 뭐 이래? 잘생긴 애들이 먼저 내려.
이런 거 아니야. 잘생긴 애들 먼저 내려. 내가 내릴게요. 가 빨리.
BTS.
Oh my goodness.
Have you seen a crowd like this before?
It makes no sense.
You always feel like the K-pop community is quite on the internet, and then they won that Billboard award, and it was quite funny seeing people that weren't aware being like, who? What? And then you go on Twitter, it's like, oh wow, they're like 10 times more popular than everyone else, but I've never heard of them.
This crazy new genre has actually been around for decades, and it's huge, just not here.
This is the first K-pop performance we've really ever seen live.
People from all over the world are watching us today because of these guys.
It is BTS mania at the American Music Awards.
Everyone has been talking about this performance.
Everyone is here for you. Everyone is here.
Yes. And there's our army.
What attracts you?
The
dance scene.
They're like nothing I've ever seen before. They've played out their lives on social media, so you feel like you know them. They're very genuine.
This is a subculture that actually has a very long and broad and wide reach that's affecting a lot of people.
이 사람들은 아이돌 시스템에서 만들어졌지만 자율형이에요. 그러니까 음악을 소비하면서도 선뜻 나 아이돌 팬이야라고 말하기 힘든 무엇이 있었어요. 그런데 드디어 아티스트십, 힙합에서 요구하는 오텐티시티, 그러니까 진정성과 설득하는 데 성공했어요.
This is a huge win for BTS, but this is also a huge win for global music at large. And this is a huge step in showing that Americans are opening their eyes, opening their minds, opening their ears to great music that doesn't necessarily need to be in English.
한국
가수인데 미국 시상식도 갔다 오고 그러니까 되게 막 흔하지 않은 일이잖아요.
실력으로 뚫고 나온 것 같아서 그건 굉장히 높이 평가해야 될 것 같아요.
해외 팬도 저희 방탄을 알아주셔서 너무 감사한 것 같고
고맙고 열심히 해줘서 좋은 것 같습니다.
앞으로도 같이 덕질 열심히 해요.
I would love to get together with you guys and do some writing and publish and sing some stuff. Really fast. All right, okay, I'll see you guys in a bit.
와 잘생겼다. 콘서트 온 것 같아요. 진짜 너무 재밌어요. 왜 이렇게 막 이거 찍어야 돼 이러고. I love baby. 운명을 찾아낸 둘이니까.
Do you feel a sense of almost pressure that you're representing your entire country?
우리 완전
잘해야 될 것 같은 느낌. 질 수 없지. 우리들의 무대를 보여주죠.
밝고 화창하고 유쾌하게 갑시다. 오케이. 방탄소년단 AMA 방탄! 아 윤기 형 긴장했네. 긴장했어. 하던 대로 밝고 유쾌하게 합시다.
무대 한 날 샤워하다 울었어.
Really?
됐다 이래서 운 게 아니라 무서워가지고. 이게 내가 생각하고 막 내가 상상하던 것들 이상이잖아. 내가 어떻게 보면 샤워하는데 막 앞으로 부담감이라든지 이런 것들을 어떻게 해야지 이런 생각이 되게.
I'm a little bit nervous to announce this next performance. To call these guys international superstars honestly feels like an understatement. Making their US TV debut, make some noise for BTS!
나 살살다 나 이렇게 데뷔 무대 이렇게 떨어진 적이 없는 것 같은데 함성을 딱 듣는 순간 음악 딱 나오는데 긴장이
Yeah, it's the chant would help
어쨌든
so
우리가
much.
빌보드 때 제일 아쉬웠던 게 무대를 못해서 너무 아쉬웠는데 오늘 이렇게 무대 할 수 있어서 너무 행복하고 기쁜 날이었습니다.
진짜 정말 뭔가 이 멋진 뭔가 셋업이 된 기분이었어요.
I've never seen such audience participation in my life.
Army gave us the chance to be on this stage, and our performance is how we say to them, thank you.
There was so much buzz about the boys' debut that both #ArmyXAMAs and #BTSXAMAs were trending #1 worldwide.
K-pop is still the underdog, and I know that like BTS right now is a heavyweight of the underdogs, but they're still the underdogs. And the way we embrace more cultures is through pop culture. To be on that train before it really takes off, it's a good time to be a K-pop fan.
The drop! There's a drop!
I don't know this is them. I hear it on my Spotify playlist all the time.
The dance moves are hot!
What are their names? Somebody tell me their names.
Yo, this is a good ass song. It is. It actually is.
I love the fan chant.
If you don't know BTS, you better get familiar real quick because the Korean boy band is everywhere.
BTS!
Hi guys! Come on! Yeah, I'm not afraid, you know.
But can we talk about BTS?
I am fully in, what is it called, the Army? I'm fully in it.
You're part of the Army now?
I think they're putting all of our groups in the US to shame. That's how you freaking be a band.
BTS came through insane because BTS are those men, they're those guys.
Now to see TV and see like these Korean artists performing in Korea anywhere globally, it is so amazing how K-pop has changed. I'm so proud to say I'm a Korean singer. I was born in Korea.
(20여 년 전) 처음 K-팝이라는 단어가 등장했을 때 그 한계를 말하는 사람들이 많이 있었습니다. 고백했듯이 처음에는 저도 그중 한 사람이었습니다. 그러나 K-팝은 우리가 전혀 상상하지 못했던 모습으로 지금 우리 앞에 있습니다.
You guys made history.
언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 아프지만 아프지 않고, 슬프지만 슬프지 않고, 두렵지만 두렵지 않을 겁니다. 방탄소년단은요.
Who is your Hollywood crush?
I know her face, but I don't know her name.
What movie? What movie?
I know movie, but I don't know movie name.
Where do you go to get peace and quiet? Yes, I go to the place without Jin. Okay, bye bye.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you for touching me.
I'm proud of you.
Who is most likely to be a heartbreaker?
Suga.
I'm bad boy.
이제 지금 큰일 나요. If you guys could say anything to your younger self, what would it be?
Please change your name.
Have you all ever dated one of your army? Explain what hooked up means. Come on.
Oh, that's so uncomfortable.
Not. 그죠? No.
Oh, I remember like seeing that interview with Ellen come back now, and it's so cringe. Like I never saw it in the first place. So recently was only, I think maybe like last year sometime, I saw the full interview and I was just like, it gave me just vibes. Like, I don't know, like when interviewers keep pressing on things when they see artists uncomfortable is just like, but also, like, clearly you didn't really research the group beforehand. Otherwise, you wouldn't ask such controversial questions. And I love the way that Jungkook dodged that, like, crush question. He did it in such a professional way that wouldn't get him in hot water or, like, be rude to the host or anything like that. Like, it was just... Oh, it was so funny. But there was, what was I going to say? There was something. Okay, wait, no. What was I going to mention before we get on to the next chapter? Oh, shoot, what was it? Hold on. I feel like I need to... I remember now. Okay. What I was going to say is I feel like around this time... people were really getting interested in K-pop because the performances alone is something that I feel like reinvigorated people's sense of a music performance and, you know, musicians performing live, because for ages we had seen, you know, just like live performances that were a bit lackluster, or the artist themselves was probably going through a rough time and not able to sing live, just all these different things that, you know, made music show performances more controversial or gossipy than something to be excited about. And I feel like K-pop, and in particular BTS, was the group that reinvigorated people's sense of a live performance. And in the same way that Beyonce's performances are so sought after and looked for in music show performances, because she is incredible at live performing. The dancing and singing at the same time alone. She is one of the few artists in Western media that I can think of that actively sing and dance live, but not just like a dance move here and there, but full on choreographies. And when I remember watching years ago, her like 15 to 20 minute melody her 15 to 20 minute like straight performance of hit after hit after hit and dance move after dance move after dance move after strutting and walking and then full on more dance moves. Like, I feel like that performance in itself is something that we have lacked for a while in terms of Western music and award show performances. Like, yes, there is like theatrics and like backup dancers and lights and technopyrics and all these other things, but when it comes to the artists themselves being the performance, I feel like they're very far and few between. Like, especially when it comes to dancing, because obviously the fact that they are K-pop and a lot of them had to be trained to dance is something that is not done in the Western world. It's just do music. And, you know, there's been this cultivation of incredible music and vocals and singing like Adele and things like that, where her performances are so, you know, audibly and visually beautiful because of her aura and her voice and her skill level. But in terms of like a invigorating and like hype performance in their particular genre, so like more in the pop side of things, not so much ballady and that vibe, I feel like that is something that really people hadn't seen in a long time, and it's really cool for this kind of showmanship to really come forward, because I feel like it's in a way musicals coming into the forefront, where it's not a musical but it has the aspects of music, like of musicals, like the dancing, singing live, for some people. So like the dance, the charisma and like the theatrics and the visuals and just everything coming together to be a fully formed piece of art is incredible. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Oh, also, I feel like as well around this time, being able to see BTS in the forefront of media, going back on what I was saying in the last chapters, as someone who is mixed race and couldn't identify as just white, it was really cool to get to see Asian faces in media and to be celebrated and supported, because it was something that really wasn't highly done before. Like, I was so proud when Psy was like getting so much worldwide attention, because even though I'm not Korean, just being a part of the Asian race and background is something that really, you know, I feel like made a lot of people proud, even though we weren't Korean. Just having an Asian background gave us a step forward and gave us something to look forward to, that we too have a space in society and in celebrity, and, you know, seeing the, you know, different Asian cultures potentially becoming, you know, widely shown on Western media and things like that. And it's just like it felt like the start of something, and, you know, definitely moving forward while we still have a lot to go.
BTS! BTS! BTS!
Okay, ARMY, it finally happened. In one of the most hyped performances leading up to the big night, BTS finally made their stateside television performance debut at the American Music Awards Sunday night. The K-pop superstars have been enjoying increased stateside momentum following their win for Top Social Artist at the Billboard Music Awards in May.
뭐 첫 술에 배부른 게 어딨어요. 그죠? 열심히 했습니다.
네, 되게 팬들 덕분에 기가 살았어요. 기가.
A lot of people don't like BTS because they are not American. So people were kind of pissed off that they performed at an American awards show.
They were painful to watch. Straight garbage.
That's like the Korean Pride is like kind of a shitty boy group.
Who does BTS and their Korean fans think they are?
BTS looks like they're all overdosed on soy.
You're probably wondering how this lesbian girl group from South Korea could possibly have so many fans in the United States.
Because Western females suddenly enjoy watching feminine prepubescent looking Asian men who underwent 20 to 30 cosmetic surgeries sing for some odd reason.
Do people like it ironically? Or
No! How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these grown men and little girls are jerking off to little K-pop boys? It's like a little fetish. It's like a little twink gay fetish.
Hey, what's up, BTS?
Can you please stop for like 5 minutes?
I can't touch people. That's illegal. That's illegal. I'm calling the cops. If you break the camera.
2017년 11월 19일 일요일 제 여배로그. 여기는 AMA가 끝나고 난 후 내 호텔 방이다. 정말 사람 일이란 게 모르는 거라지만 정말 너무나도 모르게 어마어마한 일들이 지금 이뤄지고 있어서 진짜 이쯤 생각을 해보면 정말 방탄소년단이 어디까지 올라갈까라는 좀 생각도 든다. 지금 시작이 된 것 같다. 뭔가 느낌이 딱 오는 것 같다. 이제 뭔가 새로운 뭔가 챕터가 이런 시작되는 그런 기분? 오늘을 기억하고 싶다. 평생. 2017년 11월 19일 제2의 끝.
I know I'm pausing 3 minutes in already, but that beginning made me very... So I have always had a problem with people that always tend to shit on others because they like something that is not on their radar or is something that they themselves isn't something they'd be into. But the fact that they then turn it into something that is disrespectful and rude and quite frankly disgusting, they always spin things in order to make it a criminally or socially unjust and confusing thing. Like, I remember seeing so many news articles at this time about K-pop and men in makeup, and it's like, just because they wear makeup doesn't mean they're gay. Just because they wear makeup doesn't make them, you know, feminine. Just like all these things are just like, when people don't get it, they villainize it and they turn it into something that is criminal or that is, because it's not on their radar of things to do or like, they try to turn it into something that should be like, you know, like they turn it into something that they should be disgusted by. Like, it's just really confusing to me because, like, say if I didn't like, I don't know, Eminem, and then to just be like, instead of just being like, oh, you know, I'm not really a fan of his music, the end. No, they have to then be like, oh, well, you know, he's blonde, and so, you know, like, why do people just have a fetish for blonde people now? It's just, it's weird. Like, don't you think that's weird way to think? Like, I don't know. Like, it's confusing to me. Where is it because that they themselves actually like it, but they're confused, so they decide to, like, I don't know, and I don't think I ever will. But it's just, with fame and with a lot more fans comes a lot more hatred and people that want to try to bring you down over the most ridiculous and insignificant things. So it's just frustrating that that is something that they had to go through, especially if it is experiencing racism or just people being very disrespectful to their space and asking them questions that are very disrespectful that you would never ask another human being normally. It's just very frustrating. It's very frustrating. But also through this experience, you also remember that there are a lot of people on this world that are very ignorant still and very much like to create problems where there are none for their own, I don't know, entertainment? I don't know.
Back to the backstage microphone check. Coming back, fake, hope it's like jerk in the rap game. And I'm damn bad, nigga, hey, yeah, to the bad man, that a gang say, 하는 게 날. 첫 번째 얘기하면 hashtag, 섞어 배로 run, 그리고 인스타 또 change. 이건 개인생, 이건 내 인생, I'm a man, payday, paycheck. 소문이 focus. Flex, flex, to the bang, bang, bang. Flex, flex to the pop. I'm so hot, and I'm bad, 네가 동작기를 해는 쏟아기에 높아. 얘는 멈춰, 저기 못 봐, 나의 동차들의 공각들을 멈춰. 포켓 놓은 담자라 농락하는 송장이는 면상 위를 쏟아. Flex, flex, to the back. After you and you, 좀 shit, yeah. 어디에 하나도 없으면 감사하는 인생이 어딘가란 게 왜 내 사치야 계속 들어 킬사라도 적당하게 적당하게 미안한데 앞으로 난 더 볼 건데 시켜봐도 끓이 제발 건강하게 Say what? Say what?
생각보다 너무 힘들 텐데 요즘 정말로 지금 감사합니다.
긴장이 되네요. 제 오른쪽 대각선 뒤에는 레전드 서태지 형님께서 계십니다.
They're so respectful.
한 다음에 한 2주 뒤면 아픈백이어가지고요. 같이 준비해봤어요.
아픈백이죠.
쉽지 않습니다.
몸조리 살아가면서요. 발가락 조심하고. Yo, BTS 준비됐나요? 예! Yo, Skim, let's go!
춤 같은 것도 되게 옛날 90년대 춤이어서 느낌을 내는 게 좀 어려워. 아버지의 콘서트 하고 보니까 아빠라고 불러러 갈 것 같아. 진짜 되게 오랫동안 준비를 했어요. 한 달 정도를 서태지 선배님하고 같이 준비를 했는데 지금도 또 떨리네요.
고생 많았어요. 네. 고생했습니다. 저에서 정말 서태지와 있을 때 느낌이 너무 많이 났어요. 너무 기분이 좋더라고요. 회치한 것 같기도 하고. BTS 정말 앞으로 승승장구하게.
He's still looks super young.
열심히 하겠습니다. 네. 고맙습니다. 고생 많으셨습니다. 고맙습니다. 컨텐츠 봤어요?
괜찮습니다.
많이 봤어요?
네.
소리가 들려오기 시작했어요.
또 이렇게 큰 공연을 하는 것도 처음이다 보니까 되게 크잖아요. 여기 걱정도 많이 되고.
To tackle on social issues in his songs either.
저는 여기서 끕니다. 못 듣겠어요. 오, 네, 딱 한 번 most importantly에서 못 듣겠네요, 더 이상. 아무튼 그리고 진짜 신기했어요. 진짜 막 우리가 막 유튜브에서 맨날 보던 막 그런 스타들이 막 갑자기 박수 쳐주고 그리고 진짜 감사해요. I got to tell this because you know, we never expected like so many fans in the arena because it was America, you know? There was like those amazing artists, like top artists in the world, like Kali, you know, Drake, Miley Cyrus, Chainsmokers, Halsey, like those screaming and those noise and those shouting was the reason, was the cause that I couldn't feel like so nervous on the stage. Like, thank you so much, like for everything, for the BBMAs, you know, like hot.
Sorry to pause it, but I just had a thought, and I feel like this is very important for me to say. I feel like with Western artists, especially in those days with radio being what it was, when you're an artist in this time in America or Australia, your company does its best to get your songs on the radio. And I feel like because most people just listen to the radio, that's just how they became fans of those top artists. It was because they had nothing else but to listen to the radio. The radio provided them with the songs and people liked it. People, you know, started to become fans of these artists they were hearing on the radio or seeing by happen chance on media. Whereas I feel like with K-pop at this time, I feel like people naturally just found K-pop and found BTS and found a common ground with their music and performances and something that really gravitated towards each other. So I feel like the fandom in the way that they got exposed to BTS and K-pop was a lot more happenstance, was a lot more like it came to them at a time where they probably needed it the most. And that's not to say that other songs and other artists and media didn't come to them the same way. I'm just saying because a lot of K-pop, well, most K-pop, especially in Australia, like back in those days, unless it was like Gangnam Style, was not played on the radio over here or over in America. You had to naturally come by it online and then seek it out yourself. Like, I feel like the act of discovering a group like BTS online and then choosing to actively be a fan and seek out more instead of it being given to you and shown to you by a particular media group, I feel like had a bigger impact on creating more fans and more passionate fans because they were the ones that purposefully seeked out more. They weren't just passively given music to listen to from radio stations or MTV, you know, music videos and all that sort of stuff. It wasn't just something that's passively coming on screen or on radio and you just happen to hear it. It is something that has been seeked out and seeked out more because it is not something that is seen on our media. And I feel like that created such a more passionate fan base because they want to see them on their screens. They want to hear them on their radios. That is the biggest difference, I feel like, with the whole difference in fandoms as well, because fans have to fight for their groups to be heard and to be played and to place first when it comes to the K-pop side. It is all about fan participation and it is wild. Like when I first fully got into K-pop, learning about how involved fans are in getting their groups and, you know, the groups that they're really big fans of to a certain spot or position is a lot of work. Like it is a lot of people could just do this for a full-time job. That's how many hours that they do. It's some even way more than that. So the level of fandom, because the level of passion and level of trying to actively hear their artists instead of it just being passed through like others, is I feel like one way that BTS had an edge on other artists, because their fans had to actively seek them out and actively, you know, create and help them get to a position, because they wanted to make sure that they were appreciated in the industry. And now we are where we are today, and they certainly are the biggest groups ever. Like it is crazy.
100 like iTunes, US, you know, UK chart. Thank you. Once again, for real.
그래서 진짜 근데 말도 안 되는 일인 것 같아요. 말도 안 되는 일인데 말도 안 되는 일을 할 수 있어서 너무 행복하고, 다 떨고 있으면은 그것도 그림이 이상하기 때문에
이제 비판은 귀담아 들어야 되는 것 같아요. 갈수록 더. 왜냐면 하나도 어느 사람도 완벽하지 않기 때문에 자기가 맞다 이러면 이제 독단이죠. 그래서 그런 비난은 항상 비난할 필요가 있지만, 정말 이유 없이 비난하고 조롱하는 사람들에게는 사실
They sound so
약간
good.
안타까운 것 같아요. 그거는 정말 세상에 좋은 게 너무 많아요. 좋은 게 많고, 사실 보고 듣고 좀 이유 없이 남을 그렇게 깎아내리는 일에 대해서 네, 그냥 그냥 그렇게 사는 사람들은 그냥 그렇게 사는 거죠. 네, 그렇습니다.
Yeah.
Millions and millions of you have demanded that we book our next guest. They are the most famous K-pop boy band in the world, performing Mic Drop for the first time on television. This is BTS.
감사합니다. 저고치 먼저 사드리겠습니다.
마이크 잡은 금수저 여러 배 버럭해 잠못 익은 것들 스테이크 여러 개 거들별 씹어줄게 스탑 에이 제대로 길 work big sneak 핵심 섭외 에스닉 맵지 마치 아침 클래스 갖춘 마치 조명의 악취 번째 마이크 번째 마이크 번째 빡락 터치 망할 것 같았겠지만 난 박소리 미안해 real one 미안해 고과 나들이 너무 잘 나가서 미안해 엄마 대신해줘 네가 못한 여도 돈이 커서 절대 없어 포도 I do it 너마다 놀라다 do it 허배가 아프다면 고소해 Did you see my rap? Did you see my rap? Said it you said it said I think What you think about it? What you think about it? I'm betting got my hate
국정 연설을 하는데 마이크 드랍이라는 행위가 있어요. 자기 연설이 끝나면 내 연설 진짜 죽였지 마이크를 떨어뜨리고 그걸 보면서 이제 모티브를 받았어요.
I actually never saw that moment.
사람들도 그렇고 억울하게 느껴졌던 일들이나 감정들, 화들에 대해서 더 이상 볼 일 없고 안녕이다.
Baby, what you want? Say come back around. Once upon a time, we know how to pop. Come and get your girl. Sing and go. You know how I feel. Can't hate. How many hours do we fly? I keep on sitting on the cloud. Yeah, I'm on the mountain. Yeah, I'm on the pipe. Every day we vibing. Mic drop.
사실 이제 분들이 편지를 써주시거나 이제 얘기를 해주시는 거 보면 약간 너희들을 혹은 너를 이유 없이 비난하거나 조롱할 때 어떻게 해야 할까 너무 화가 난다 이런 말을 많이 해주시는데 여러분도 그냥 마이크업 생각하시면 될 것 같아요. 그냥
우리의 운세는 우리가 직접 만들어라. 하나다.
뮤직비디오상 방탄소년단 축하합니다.
방탄소년단입니다.
방탄소년단 축하드립니다.
방탄소년단입니다.
방탄소년단. 방탄소년단.
방탄소년단.
방탄소년단.
방탄소년단 축하합니다.
핫 트렌드 프로듀서 suga.
Let's go, hey. Let's go, play. Living life, man. Your love. 볼 일 없어. 마지막 인사야. 말도 없어. 사과도 하지마. 볼 일 없어. 마지막 인사야. 말도 없어.
엠넷 아시안 뮤직 어워즈 Q10 아티스트 오브 더 이어 수상자는 방탄소년단입니다.
Holy shit.
South Korea, you motherfuckers is doing it up, man. And BTS, bro, now I can see why they're so big.
Okay, I see what's going on. They're slaying the haters. They're calling out all the people that hate them and saying why they're the best.
This shit hard, though.
This shit hard as
Yeah, this shit's hard, man.
Don't stop the song, please. Let it drop again.
They're just in a whole new level right now. It's incredible. I have no words.
Yeah! Let's go! Amen! 사랑합니다! 저희가 올해 세계 곳곳을 다니면서 정말 많은 환대를 받았는데 가는 곳마다 저희보다 여러분을 더 궁금해하세요. 도대체 어떤 팬덤이길래 이렇게 열성적이냐, 이렇게 좋아해 주냐, 정말 대단하다. 저희가 그 많은 환대를 여러분이 아니었으면 절대 그 따뜻한 환대, 많은 영광에게 절대 얻지 못했을 겁니다. 정말 감사합니다. 그리고 정말 올해 가수, 올해 아티스트라는 말이 정말 증명을 해주는 것 같습니다. 저희는 이제 더 이상 슬프지 않고 아프지 않습니다.
Love yourself, love myself, peace.
앞으로 제가 해야 할 일은 방탄소년단이 계속적인 성장의 서사를 이어갈 수 있도록 돕는 것이라고 생각합니다. 그리고 우리가 겪은 소중한 시행착오들을 복귀하고 구체화해서 우리만의 모델을 만들어가는 것이 중요합니다. 많은 선배 아티스트들과 여러 팀들이 방탄소년단에게 길을 열어주었던 것처럼 방탄소년단도 그 다음 길을 여는 역할을 할 수 있기를 바랍니다.
진짜 오랜만에 해외 투어를 마치고 이렇게 한국에서 마지막 이제 라스트 공연을 하는데요.
Ah! Cute.
신기하지.
Oh my god.
저랑 쌈이 하나가 아니고 뜨뜨뜨 영화 힙합 제이홉
No, so cute. Have a sugar glider?
멈춰 제발
Countries are weird.
아,
What animals are allowed to have
이리
as
와봐.
pets?
너 누가 싸래? 너 혼나겠어.
Did you see my bag? Did you see my bag?
섭외 한번 하고 끝나면 괜찮을 것 같은데.
감독님이에요.
감독님.
내일을 하면서 좀 정리를 싹 한번 해봐야 될 것 같아요. 그래서 수요일 아침까지 주셔야 저희가 그거를 정리해서 목요일날 리허설을 할 수 있어요.
알겠습니다. 전화 빨리 한번.
3시간 후입니다.
안 울죠. 지금 뭐 몇 년 차예요, 뭐. 한국에 와서 다시 콘서트를 하니까 뭔가 포근한 느낌을 받았어요. 첫 콘서트랑은 많이 달랐어요.
사실 안 끝날 것 같았어요. 저희가 앵콜 콘서트를 하게 될 줄도 몰랐었고 몇 년을 하고 온 느낌이에요. 그리고 저희가 이제 에피소드 시리즈 3개 전부의 마지막이라서
이런 많은 나라를 돌아다니면서 또 공연장을 또 가면서 또 관객 여러분들의 그런 에너지를 받고 공연을 하면서 이런 순간들이 진짜 내가 어렸을 때 꿈꿔왔던 순간인데 그게 뭔가 뚜렷하진 않지만 그냥 우리가 이때까지 해왔던 것처럼 앞으로도 계속 할 수 있다면
한 가지 좀 생각이 드는 거는 저희는 항상 똑같을 것 같다라는 생각이 많이 들었던 것 같아요.
그리고 모두 다 내가 만들어낸 운명이라 해도 내가 진짜인 거 이 모든 생에 내가 지러가지 값일 뿐이라 해도 너같이 걸어줘 나같이 날아줘 하늘 끝까지 손 닿을 수 있도록 이렇게 아파도 너와 나 함께라면 웃을 수 있으니까
I don't feel like we deserve all this glory because I think it's half you guys and half us. Because it is. Like I always say, I just want to return this glory to you guys because you guys deserve this.
의심과 함께 출발한 이 윙스 투어는 깨지 않길 바라는 긴 꿈을 꾸는 듯했고 오늘 마침내 그 꿈에서 깨어났다.
네. 진짜 마지막이고 진짜 약간 되게 졸업하는 느낌이랄까요? 네.
제 주위 사람들이 저를 정말 자랑스럽게 생각해줘요. 정말 역시 방탄, 야, 넌 방탄이잖아. 이런 말 되게 많이 들어요. 근데 이게 다 우리 아미분들이 만들어주신 것 같아요. 여기까지 올라오게 만든 거.
그러니까 저희 방탄소년단이 참 이 억압과 편견을 막아내고 우리의 가치, 우리 음악을 들려주겠다고 시작을 했는데 이제서야 5년이 지난 지금에서야 이제 그런 이제 네 5년이 지난 지금 이제 저희들의 무대와 이제 음악들을 이제 많은 사람들한테 들릴 수 있는 것 같아가지고요. 너무너무 감사하고 그 모든 것들이 다 제 팬 여러분들 덕분이라고 생각을 해요.
기쁜데.
이제는 정말 기다려주고 있는 사람들 여러분들에 대해서 뭔가 확신이 가고 너무 고맙고 뭔가 좀 투어를 돌고 오면서 다른 감정이 생긴 것 같은 기분.
그만큼 여러분들이 주는 에너지가 저희한테 정말로 크다고 생각합니다.
이거 어떻게 끝내야 되나?
리더의 숙명 아니겠습니까?
사람들 우리 보고 운이 좋다고
많이 얘기하시잖아요. 근데 정말 운 좋아요. 저 정말 운 좋아요. 제가 어떠한 크게 다치지도 않았고, 네, 정말 이렇게 음악 같이 하던 분들 중에서 포기하시던 분들도 많고 너무너무 많은 사람들을 봤는데, 이렇게 운이 좋게 제가 어떤 형태로든 이렇게 멋있는 친구들과 이렇게 멋진 경험을 가운데서 하고 있다는 것에 대해서 감사하고, 그 주인공이 바로 여러분들이 되어서 감사하고, 데뷔할 때 웃었어요. 엄청 웃었어요. 망할까봐, 사람들이 싫어할까봐. 저희 정말 처음에 다들 꼬질꼬질하고 그랬어요. 저희도 해냈습니다. 안고 갈 거예요. 저는 잊고 싶지 않아요. 그랬던 기억들 다 잊고 싶지 않아요. 왜냐면 그것도 저희 일부고, 그냥 과거의 우리지만 그래도 잊고 싶지는 않고, 여러분의 인생에 언젠가 저희의 존재가, 저희의 음악이, 저희의 무대가, 저희의 사진, 영상이 여러분한테 아주 조금이라도 아픔이 100이라면 그 100을 99, 98, 97로 만들어줄 수 있다면 그걸로 저희의 존재의 가치는 충분합니다. 그래서 아프지만 아프지 않고, 슬프지만 슬프지 않고, 두렵지만 두렵지 않을 겁니다. 방탄소년단은요. 네. 과거에 이제 우리에게 안녕을 보내야 되는 시점인 것 같아요. 하지만 앞으로 저희는 끝이 아니기 때문에, 저에게 새로운 바다와 사막 기다리고 있기 때문에 앞으로도 저희가 함께 써내려갈 많은 좋은 이야기들이 너무 기대가 되고요. 항상 정말 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
우리가 서 있는 그곳을 어떤 이는 사막이라 불렀고 또 어떤 이는 바다라 불렀다. 한 가지 확실했던 건 당신과 내가 그곳에 서 있었고 또 지금까지 함께 걸어왔다는 것, 그리고 또다시 함께 발맞추어 나아갈 거라는 것.
저희 멤버 중에 가장 희망돌이 제이홉 형님 믹스테이프 발매가 되었는데요.
일로서 다가올 때가 있단 말이죠. 내가 왜 이 일에 이렇게 목숨 걸고 하고 있는지 지금부터 좀 찾아봐야 될 것 같다고.
7이라 다행이다. 함께여서
이게 다 안 들었죠 방금. 우리 멈춘 척. 멈춘 척 해봐. 멈춘 척.
그래. 하나 둘 셋.
메리 크리스마스! 메리 크리스마스!
목소리 좀 깔고
오랜만이다.
생일 축하합니다. 이거 뭐야? 맛있다 야.
There are so many after each. There are so many poignant and I forget what the other word I was gonna say. There are so many things that this series has brought up, not only culturally, socially, but also emotionally, in that you really feel, let me take these off. Ugh. You really feel that ARMY and BTS are, you know, when things like, you really feel like one and the same. Where ARMY discovered BTS because they were experiencing things that BTS validated. When people are feeling a certain way, but get shunned by loved ones, society, friends, you know, the people in their lives that they should be able to have these feelings and talk about it to them, but can't. I really feel like BTS was that group that spoke to them, that listened, that allowed them to feel like their feelings was valid. And I really see how their journey to climb and scale that mountain that is the music industry, not just in Korea but globally, has really had a profound effect on the music industry as a whole, and has really broadened the horizons for not just K-pop groups but for other artists of all different types and all different languages and all different backgrounds. And you know, I really feel like it has become a space where, you know, the for people to feel a bit more comfortable in themselves. I really see how, you know, ARMY has, you know, even just seeing all those news articles that have popped up, albeit there's a lot of positive but also negative ones and negative things that people are saying after BTS won AMA and performed at AMAs. That was extremely ignorant and racist and rude and disrespectful. I feel like that really solidified even more to ARMY their feelings about BTS, because they have probably felt like that in their own way for a variety of different reasons. People probably have criticized them and made them feel a certain way, albeit it's not the same words, it's not the same, you know, scale, it's not the same topic, but made people feel like their interests aren't valid, their feelings aren't valid, them being them isn't valid. And I really feel like that is what really solidified the relationship between ARMY and BTS, because, you know, as much as BTS wants to protect ARMY, they wanted to protect them as well, and from the crazy, you know, negativity that was surrounding it. Like, it's something that no one should experience for just being interested or liking something, to be made to feel lesser than just because you listen to a particular kind of music or you like a particular celebrity. Like, it's really disappointing that people's interests is something that others vilify and make them feel like they are less than because of it. And I really hope that, I feel like we have come a long way, but in the same vein, there is also some really toxic people out there that still try to create this rift within people and fandoms and in between fandoms, and like, it's just still a work in progress. And I really feel like when you experience hate or completely unjustified comments about certain aspects of what you like, or, you know, what you watch or who you listen to, I really think that what BTS was trying to say with Mic Drop is such a poignant thing, and I feel like it is something that I'm definitely going to adapt to my own life and just show people that, you know, you can't argue with people like this. People are going to think whatever they want, no matter how wrong or unjustified those opinions or thoughts are. And whilst they are opinions, when they are attached to certain ignorances and other things that are very unsavory, it's not really opinions. I feel like it's very much a state of thinking and a deep rooted unhappiness, and I feel like there is just no point in reasoning with those people. There's no point in talking with those people because they don't want their minds changed. They want attention and they want people to fight them on those opinions because it gives them something to do. It gives them a reason for doing what they do. You know, they crave that attention, but they can't get it positively, so they're going to do it negatively. And I feel like the best way we can move forward from things like that is exactly what BTS say in Mic Drop, is just say goodbye. There's no point in talking to them. There's no point in your words because they're all lost on them. Just, you can respond to them with your successes, by winning awards, by being successful, by doing your own thing, by staying in your lane, by being happy. That is your response to them. And you don't have to waste your breath, time, or energy or anything like that on people that are not worth it. Because in the end, that is, you know, your loss if it starts taking up your time. And that song perfectly puts it in a way that we can all take it into our own lives and really translate it into how we can deal with situations like that. Because, you know, when you identify people that just don't want their minds changed, they just want to hate for the sake of hating and for something to do, then don't waste your breath. Just keep moving forward, being you, not changing your course because of them, because your success and you being happy is going to be the biggest response for everything. But yeah, so I'm gonna go because yes, but I had so much fun and I learned so much from these past chapters, and I really look forward to these chapters because they are so informative. Not only, I said this before many times, not only about BTS, but also the scope of Korea at the time, the global scope, but also about individuals that have changed the industry to what it is today and who have paved the way to allow younger artists to say what they want to say and be who they want to be and really showcase that on a global platform. And I really find all those bits of information very fascinating and very interesting, and I can't wait to learn more. Quickly thank my super mega marvelous lovelies. Thank you so much, Abby and Willow, for all your amazing support, as well as my Patreon lovelies. I seriously can't do it without you guys, and I have so much more to learn about BTS, and I really love learning about their personalities and more of their chill, you know, their chill vibes over in the soup, which is what we're watching on Patreon. So if you're interested in more exclusive content, you can head on over to Patreon. We have things like In the Soup, Bon Voyage, the first season of In the Soup, as well as for a bunch of other groups as well. So you can head on to the link in the description if you're interested. And if you haven't joined the Lovey family, please click the subscribe button. We would love to have you, and I'd love to learn more about other groups and other groups that, you know, we can just hang out together too. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video.